Dear participant, good evening and welcome in this session. Okay, and now it is time to start our session. First of all, good evening, everyone. Very warm welcome to all the participants joining us from different corners of the country and even beyond for this exciting one-day workshop. Why math matters in AI and robotics. I am Dr. Meherchand and I will be your host for today's session. And in today's fast evolving technological landscape, artificial intelligence and robotics are the transforming industries, solving real world problems and shaping and uh, shaping our future. But at the heart of this advancement lies a timeless discipline, mathematics. Far beyond classroom equation, mathematics is the language of logic, structure, and precision, the very pillar that AI and robotics stand upon. From training intelligent system and optimizing algorithm to planning robotics path and making a machine think and see, math is everywhere. This session aims to help you to understand how linear algebra, calculus, probability, and geometry form the backbone of an intelligent machine, how tools like MATLAB and Python are used to bring these mathematical ideas to life in practical AI and robotics application, and why mathematical thinking is not optional but essential for innovators, engineers, and researchers working in this field. Okay, and whether you are a student, educator, researcher, or enthusiast, today's workshop will offer valuable insight into how mathematics power the structure. Before we begin this today's session, uh, please keep your mic muted during the session and unless invited to speak, you can post your question in the chat box and we will have a dedicated question and answer at the end. And now, without further ado, let's dive into the fascinating world where equations meet intelligence and logic powers machines. And let's begin our journey into why math matters in AI and robotics. So now I going to share my screen, and along with the once again I'm announce that if whenever it is required, you can raise your hand or you can put your questions in the chat box. Okay, so that we can host this session without any kind of the interruption, and I will try to make this session more informative, knowledgeable, and also at the end I will present one recommendation model which is based on the AI machine learning model. Okay, so in that particular model, several methods from statistics and formulas of mathematics are there, and by using all those we can develop many type of the intelligent techniques, machines which are helping us in our daily life. Okay, so see here, this is my desktop, and this is the presentation for the today's session, and I hope that it is perfect visible. Okay, so I hope it is perfect visible and everyone can see it now. The topic which we are going to discuss today is why maths matter in AI and robotics. This will be about a 2 hour session, okay? And these are the content which I would like to cover during the entire session. And I hope that all these content will help you, and everyone, every part we will cover in very detail, okay? So here you can see the topics which we are going to cover are the foundation. Mathematics is the language of AI and robotics. Key mathematical areas and their applications which help us, like linear algebra, calculus, probability and statistics, discrete mathematics, automations, and what are the key role of these subject and what are their applications in artificial intelligence as well as to develop robotics. Okay, and then we will discuss some examples of math in action, and then we will cover the future of mathematics in AI and robotics, and then we have the conclusion. And then after, I will try to present one recommendation model, which is completely based on by using. I request to the participant, please don't use this marker on the desktop. Okay, so here you can see the foundation of the mathematics as the language, and mathematics provides the essential language and tools for understanding modeling and implementing AI and robotic system. It allows us to formalize concept, create algorithm, and analyze their performance without a solid grasp of mathematical principles. Progress in these fields would be severely limited. Okay, so mathematics play very important role for the uh, algorithm, the core of AI and robotics, enabling machine to learn and adapt. Ensure accuracy and efficiency in AI and robotic operation. Mathematics help us to drive innovation and understanding in AI and robotics. It also help to translate mathematical theories into real world solutions. Okay, and now here are the some key mathematical areas and their applications. We will start from the linear algebra. Okay, so linear algebra is algebraically the most fundamental and mathematical tool in AI and robotics. It deals with the vector, matrices, and linear transformation, which are essential for representing and manipulating data. Okay, and there are several applications of the linear algebra, data representation. Okay, images, audio, and text can be represented as a vector and matrices, allowing AI algorithm to the process them. In robotic kinematics, describing the position and orientation of the robot arm, and end effectors relies heavily on linear algebra transformation between coordinate system and are represented using matrices. In machine learning, many machine learning algorithms such as linear regression, support vector machine, shortly we can say it is SVM, and principal component analysis PCA are based on linear algebra. And these techniques are highly useful to develop a machine learning model. Okay, and then we have the neural network, which is the core of the to develop any kind of the machine, intelligent machines. Okay, the weight and activations in a neural network are represented as matrices, and the forward and backward propagation steps involve matrix multiplication. So with the help of linear algebra, we can develop this type of the intelligent machine and play very important role to develop any kind of the robotics and machine learning models. And artificial neural network is highly useful to make any intelligent machine. Okay, so then we have the next is the calculus. And if you are the student, graduate student, and I hope you all are, and the topic which we will discuss here, just which topic is what for purpose we can use in robotic and AI machines. Okay, so here the calculus which involve like which provides the tools for the understanding rates of change and optimization, which are crucial for training AI model and control robotic. Okay, so the main application of the calculus is optimization, gradient descent, a fundamental algorithm for the training neural network and other machine learning models, relies on completely calculus to find the minimum of the cost function. Then in the robotic control, designing controllers that allows robot to move smoothly and accurately requires understanding derivative and integrals. Okay, and probability and statistics. Calculus is useful to define probability distribution and calculate statistical measures. So these are the some examples applications of the calculus in for the automation technique for the robotic control and the probability statistics. Okay, then the most important subject is you can see the probability and statistics. Okay, so, machine learning, there are so many machine learning algorithms such as Bayesian network and hidden Markov model are based on the probability theory. And by using all these, and there are so many models which are based on the probability, which help us for the prediction and for the recommendation. Okay, and at the end, the model which we will present here based on the probability. Okay, for the prediction. Okay, so probability highly useful for the prediction models and the recommendation models, and we can make intelligent techniques and the machines. Here is the robotics perception. Okay, robotics use sensors to perceive the world, but these sensors are often noisy and unreliable. Probability and statistics are used to filter out noise and estimate the true state of the environment. So in this way, also the probability play very important role for the robotics perception, probability and statistics both. Decision making, AI agent often need to make decision under uncertainty. Probability and statistics provide the tool for quantifying uncertainty and making optimal decisions. Okay, so these are the some applications of probability and statistics. Okay, then the most important subject again we have is the discrete mathematics, which involve like logic, graph theory, algorithm design. Okay, so algorithm designs, there are so many AI and robotics algorithms such as search algorithm and planning algorithm, which are based on discrete mathematics. Then we have the logic. Logic is used to represent knowledge and reasoning in the AI system. On the best of this logic, the intelligent machine will automatically take the decision. Okay, so logic are very crucial to use in to develop intelligent machines. Then we have the graph theory, which is used to model a relationship between the object and to solve problems such as path planning and the network analysis. Okay, so these are the applications of the discrete mathematics, which are highly helpful to develop any intelligent machine. Then we have the optimization. Okay, so optimization techniques are used to find the best solution to the problem. And given a set of the constraint, this is crucial for training AI model and controlling robot. Sometimes when we have developed any intelligent machine, but the accuracy is very less, and we can optimize the solution for make more accuracy. Okay, so optimization techniques are very helpful to make more accuracy in the intelligent machines. So here are the some applications of the optimization techniques. For the machine learning, training neural network involves the finding the optimal set of weight that minimizes a cost function. So as much we have the low cost, uh, dear participant, recording is not required. Okay, since the recording will be available, don't worry about that. The session is also on the live stream, so this will be automatically available on the YouTube, and the link will be shared with you. You can easily access for the future. At the end, the link will be shared in the WhatsApp group. You can easily go through all the detail. Okay, don't worry. And some more information, whenever you need, you can easily reach out us. We help you. Okay, so here um, we next we have the robotics planning. Planning the optimal path for the robot to follow involves the finding the path that minimize a cost function such as distance or energy consumption. Okay, so when we want to develop any robot and the robot will choose a path, but path must be optimum, shortest path. Okay, so in that case also the optimal path for the robot to allow the minimum cost function. Okay, so we need to reduce the distance between the target and the current position. Okay, so then after you can, dear participant, if you have any question, you can raise your hand. I will allow you to unmute your mic. Okay, but there are some. Please don't use this annotate. Okay, and next we have the examples of math in action, and this will help for the more understanding. Okay, about you can see the some concrete examples of how mathematics is used in AI and robotics. Just like you can see the image recognition. Okay, convolution neural network, CNN, use linear algebra and convolution and calculus gradient descent to learn features from the image and classify them. Okay, then we have the natural language processing, word embedding, which represent the words as vector, are created using the linear algebra technique, and recurrent neural network, which is sometimes we use the abbreviation RNN. Okay, recurrent neural network use calculus to the process sequential data like text. And in the robotics, robotic navigation, robots use Kalman filter, which are based on linear algebra and probability theory to estimate their position and orientation in the world path. Path planning algorithm use graph theory to find the optimal path to the goal. Okay, and last one we have the robotics manipulation, controlling a robot arm to grasp an object requires solving complex equation using linear algebra and calculus. So here in all the examples which you can see, the most of the applications are of linear algebra and the calculus play very important role to develop any kind of the intelligent machine as well as the robotics. Okay, dear participant, please don't use annotate. Okay, so now here are the future of math in AI and robotics and how AI research area in the future. Okay, and how mathematics can play the important role. So as AI and robotics continues to advance, the importance of mathematics will only increase. New mathematical tools and the techniques will be needed to solve the challenges of creating more intelligent and automation system. Some areas of active research include like we can have the deep learning theory. Okay. So, developing a deeper understanding of why deep learning work and how to improve, we need some more advanced techniques of tools of the mathematics formulas are required. Reinforcement learning, developing more efficient and robust reinforcement learning algorithm. We required more advancement in the mathematics or the mathematical formulas which are being developed according to the need of this technique. Robotics learning, developing robots that can learn from experience and adapt to new environment, and explainable AI, developing AI system that can explain their decision in a way that human can understand. Okay, so all these are highly useful, and in the near future, this type of the math is can play very important role in AI and robotics, which can have the self decision power, and also the decision can be explained by the robotics and the intelligent machines. Okay, so this is the future of the math in AI and robotics. Day by day, you can see many techniques and the robots are being developed to solve the different type of the problems and to help the human being and to make life more easy. Okay, so in the conclusion, if we can say, uh, mathematics is the bedrock of AI robotics, and a strong mathematics foundation is essential for everyone who wants to develop and advance these techniques from linear algebra and calculus to probability and statistics. Mathematics provide the language and the tool for understanding, modeling, and implementing intelligent system. As AI and robotics continue to evolve, the importance of mathematics will only grow, making it a crucial skill for future innovators in this field. Okay, so overall, you can see, and many things we have discussed about AI and robotics, and you can see that the most of the subject area like calculus, linear algebra, probability and statistics, optimization, and discrete mathematics. All these play very crucial role to develop these intelligent techniques and robotics. Okay. So along with one more thing, I would like to introduce here. Only the subjective knowledge is not sufficient. The main thing is when we want to develop any technique or we want to implement. So, computing skill is very, very essential. If you have the sound knowledge about the mathematics, but only mathematics will not help us. If we don't have the computing skill, with the help of computing skill, we can do everything if we have the understanding about these subject areas which we discuss right now. But how we can implement this is the very important, and I will demonstrate one example here how we can develop a recommendation model. So there are various type of the softwares in the market, just like MATLAB, Matrix Laboratory. We have the Mathematica software, MATLAB is there, Maple is there, then Scilab is there, uh, Octave, Python, R programming, okay, SPSS. So there are so many softwares in the market, and according to that, our prom we can use that. Okay, and some of the like softwares which are highly useful to solve the some complex problems, like you can see the MATLAB and Maple are very helpful to solve very complex problems, and Mathematica is there. So Mathematica and Maple are very special for the mathematics. But if you want to develop like intelligent machine or AI for the robotic, MATLAB is a very good tool. And for the prediction models, we can use open source software. So there are several open source like Python, R programming, Scilab. These are free available, and we can easily use this software. Okay, and other software like MATLAB, Mathematica, Maple, all these are commercial software. So to use all these, we have to purchase their license, but it depend upon our need, our requirement. According to that, we have to decide which software can help us to solve all the problems. Okay. So now, before starting to present the model, which is the crop recommendation model, which I would like to present right now. If you have any question, you can unmute your mic, and after that, we will discuss about the model which we create. But everything I will not be able to but describe every step. Okay, but you will have some idea how these things are simple and how you can use. Okay, so first I would like to your question. If you have, you can open your mic, unmute your mic, and you can put your question. If you don't have, then I will present the crop recommendation model. Yes, please. If you have any question, please unmute your mic. Yes, no. Any question, please? Or either if you have no question, you can reply in the chat box. Yes, no, please. No. Okay. I think
Good
everything.
evening, sir.
Good evening.
Sir, if anyone does not have a mathematical background, but she wants to learn machine learning, then please recommend the steps from starting from which class maths we have to learn in able to get all that.
Oh, very interesting question you
Thank you,
ask,
sir.
and this is very helpful if anyone want to develop some intelligent technique. Okay, AI or uh, the actually the thing is that you need not required deep knowledge of the mathematics. You can start from this subject which I discuss here, like discrete mathematics. Okay, for this we need not require any class, and calculus which will involve only the derivative, integration, partial derivative. That is enough. Okay, and linear algebra will involve like the matrix. And their operations, how we can solve the system of the equations. Matrix operations are very useful. Okay, and then we have the probability and statics. You can cover these probability and statics during secondary level. Enough. Okay. Discrete mathematics, partially you will cover these discrete mathematics on the base of secondary, or you can choose the discrete mathematics. Okay. So there are some topics like probability, and then logics are there. Boolean algebra is there, which is inside the discrete mathematics. So you not required tough mathematics. Just you must have the ideas and how we can apply. What is the meaning of derivative, integration? What are the optimization techniques which you can study in the plus two level as well as graduation level? There is one subject from that you can study the optimization techniques. But the techniques which we are using here are little bit different. Actually, the thing is that sometimes we think that every formulas must be in our mind. This is the not thing. The most important thing is that clarity about the formula. Just like we have the derivative. What is the meaning of derivative and how we can use? Okay, actually the thing is that when you want to develop any technique, you have to use software. Okay, and everything which you need, and just now I will demonstrate during this session. Okay, so uh, any formula, and we need to cram all the formulas. Just you must have the ideas about the formula, and what is the meaning and why we are using. Okay, so there will be some mathematics background students, and uh, you ask this question. So there are many students who are very excellent in the mathematics, but they don't know why we are studying the mathematics. Just like I will give you the example, and very few students will be familiar about the application of derivative or the partial derivative in real life. Okay, very less student will be there having 100% marks, but they don't know what are the application of matrix in real life. They will give only one or two examples. But when we implement all these things in AI techniques or machine learning model, so you will see that the algebra play very important role. Okay, in the development of this technique, algebra is everywhere, calculus is everywhere. So in the case of calculus, you need to understand only the derivative, integration, and partial derivative. So, and you need to required is to solve many formulas and many equations. Just definition and the concept of these must be clear. Then you can easily apply by using these tools. Okay, so the anyone who is interested in AI and machine learning models or the robotics, the understanding of the concept is very important. Okay, and which you can easily cover all these content. Hardly it will take only 1 month is enough. You can easily cover discrete calculus, linear algebra, probability, and optimization techniques. Okay, if you will spend perfect time, 1 month is enough. Just the definition, and I will provide you if you need which type of the content you need to cover. I will provide you the content which you need to cover only. Okay, so if you will think about the calculus, calculus is very vast, but for the for the machine learning, we need only the concept of derivative, concept of integration, and the concept of partial derivative. Enough. Only the definition and how we can do calculation. Okay, that is enough. Any more question? If you want to start, you can easily start. Don't worry that you don't have the background of the mathematics. Only the specific topics are required. If you will cover all these, you can easily implement all these things in developing the recommendation model, prediction model, which are based on AI. Okay. There is one more important subject which is artificial neural network. Okay. So if anyone will cover the artificial neural network and mathematics for machine learning, you will cover, that is enough, and you can easily develop your intelligent techniques or machine robotics. And I have one student who is in 10th standard right now. Okay, and you know the what will be the standard of mathematics who is in 10th class. And a few time ago he developed one robotic. Okay, so we the most important thing is the problem and how we want to solve it. Okay, so the 10th standard student is working on robotics, and now he is developing an arm which will work for the armies. Okay, just as we are thinking, the arm will work, and that will take the action. Okay, and now the student is in 10 plus 1 11th class, and he is constantly working on that to make the intelligent arm that can be helpful for the armies. Okay, so the thing is how behind all these things, most important thing is the computing tools. If you are using the computing tool, if you know computing tool will do everything for you, just like derivative, integration, partial derivative. Okay, and just you need the correlation, regression, statistical formulas, everything are there inside the computing tools which we are using. So don't worry that about that. You have to study the mathematics at high level. Just the concept, if you have clear about the mathematics, that is enough, and you can easily start. And as well as you are going to work on these areas, if you have some specific problem, you can discuss with anyone who is have the mathematics background. Okay, so very little problems will be there who want to work on these areas, and everyone who is interested to work on AI and the robotics can do. So now I am going to present. Any more question, please? Any more question? Okay. So now see the model which I am going to present here. This will help you how these intelligent techniques are working. Is my voice is low? Please let me know. My voice is low.
No, sir.
One part. I am perfect audible to all of you.
Yes, yes.
Okay, one participant was asking there is some voice problem. Okay, thank you to all. So here, great, great, thank you. So now I am presenting here one model, and see very carefully how we are doing on this. Okay, and I hope this will help you for the better understanding about how much mathematics is required. Actually, the thing is that understanding about the mathematics, the formulas is enough, but not required you have to do many mathematics problems and so on. Not required, just the understanding is enough, and then we can do. So now I am going to share my screen. Just 1 minute. Okay, and here is my screen. Yes, I think my screen is perfect visible to all of you. Okay, here one more thing I will let you know. uh, I am using here a Jupyter notebook. Okay, and the same notebook you can use in Google Colab. So in the Google Colab, you can do everything which I'm doing here in the Jupyter notebook. Okay, uh, Jupyter notebook is based on Python, which is very simple. But here I'm not going to describe everything which I have created in this file, but I wanted to demonstrate how we are working and how we can do. Okay, many things are developed in the inside the Python. Just we need to familiar about how we can use the libraries, the tools, and the formulas which are inbuilt in the Python. Okay, see, so here you can see these are the libraries. Okay, and I want to show one more thing. uh, I have one Excel data. Okay, so this is also important to let you know. Excel data is just 1 minute. This is the MTTFT activities, and inside there is crop prediction. This is the folder. Okay, and this is the data set. This is the data set. Okay, here is nitrogen, potassium, calcium, phosphorus, and temperature, humidity, pH value, rainfall, and these are the label. Okay, how these machine learnings are working, I will give you some idea also. Okay, so for the rice, these are the name of the crop in the last column. These are the labels. For different crop, we need different level of the parameters like rainfall, pH value, humidity, temperature. These are the some nitrogen, phosphorus, okay, potassium. Okay, so these are the some parameters. Okay, so according to these parameters, we can predict the crop. Okay, so on the basis of this information, we are developing one recommendation crop recommendation model. Okay, so here you will see this Excel sheet have very large data set. So about 100 you can see here, this is 101, means there are 100 sample for the rice. Then after we have the maize and so on. Okay, so here in this file, there are, we have taken 22 crops. And when you will scroll down, okay, and at the end you can see the total number of rows are there, 2200. Okay, but here you can see 2201. So first row is just the column name, head name. Okay, so we can accept, and other we have the 2200 rows, means each crop have 100 sample. Okay, so this type of the sample and the data is required. If you want to make any intelligent machine or a prediction model, recommendation model, or any other model which you want to develop, data is very important. Okay, without data, we are not able to develop any intelligent machine. And just on the basis of the data set, as much we have the large data set, we can have more accurate machine, which will predict, which will recommend, which will perform the experiment, anything which whatever is required. Okay, so I want to close this file. Yes, so come to here. Yeah, so here you can see that these are the libraries. I will not explain more detail about these libraries. Some are the libraries which are like pandas, numpy, and then the other you can see here, these are the machine learning libraries. Okay, sklearn is very helpful to develop intelligent tools. Okay, so these are the libraries which will be used for the to develop intelligent machine. Okay, so these are the machine learning models and libraries. So just what you will do, we are using here Python, and these are the Python commands. So to understand, we need some more time, but here I just want to demonstrate one example so that you can understand. Okay, so we need not required to understand all these. Whenever you want to develop any model, these libraries are required for every model. Okay, so here how we can read. So this is the file which I show you in the CSV file. Okay, all the dataset are inside this file. Okay, and we need to load this dataset in at this place by using pd.read csv. So this is the function. By using this function, we can easily read any CSV file. If you have the Excel file, then you will use here Excel. Okay, if we have the CSV file, then we are using here CSV at this place. Okay, so shift and enter, then you will shift and enter. Okay, then the data has been read. Now we want to check here if there is zero, no element at this place, then uh, shift and enter. See, this will return the first 5 rows from our dataset, which is in CSV file. Okay, if you are using here uh, 10, then this will return first 10 rows of our data set. You can see on the top NPK, temperature, humidity, pH, rainfall, label. These are the head name, okay, of each column. So you can see that this sheet is in the form of matrix. Okay, matrix operations will be applied here. Okay, so this is the matrix algebra, and all the operations we will do on this Excel sheet. Okay, Excel sheet is two-dimensional data set, and we can easily import. Then after we will check everything, we will apply different type of the statistical method, row wise, column wise. Okay, and we can access any one parameter, or we can drop any parameter according to our need. So here in the first row, these are the index. Index in Python always start from 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. Okay, so if you are taking at place 15, so as much you will put the value at place, according to that we have the number of the rows. So these are the 15 rows at this place. So we need not required to assess all the rows, just we must have the ideas the file which we import, and what type of the parameters are there, and which type of the data is there. Okay, so by using the inbuilt function, so you will see to surprise that only the inbuilt functions, we need not require to remember every formula. Just we will call the formula from Python, and all those things will be do automatically. Okay, but the thing is that how we are using this formula, how we are manipulating the data set by using this technique. So now see here, we print df.info. So this will return some information about the entire data set. Okay, so see here which type of the values are there inside our data set. You can see this is the first column. These are the parameters like n. There are no null shell, 2200 values are there, no null, and last column is the data type. So these are the integers. N is integers and they are 2200. Then we have the potassium. Okay, these are 2200. No null shell means there is no empty set. Okay, and type we have integer. Then you can see the potassium. These are phosphorus, and these are the 2200. No null, integer type. Temperature is 20. You can see there is no null shell. So all are 2200. No null shell, and temperature, humidity, pH value, and rainfall. These are float. Okay, float means these are in the form of a decimal format. And last one we have is the label. Label, you can see that these are the names of the crop. So these are the object. Okay, so when you will use the info, this will return the information about the entire data set. What is we have import at this place. Okay, then you can see if you can use the df dot is null dot sum. So what will do this function? This will check is there any null shell, and then if there is a null shell, this will calculate and return the value. So you can see when we will execute, you can see the values of corresponding all these parameters are 0. This is showing that there is no null shell. Suppose that if there are 3 or 4 empty or null shell inside first parameter, then according to that this will return the value, but 0 showing that there is no null shell. Okay, and then also we can check the duplicate values. Okay, if this is the process to cleaning the data. Our data must be clean. There must not be any empty shell. There must not be any duplicate value. Okay, so all these we have to clean first, and then we can use. So here we have the duplicated dot sum. Okay, and when you will use, this will return the 0 value. Okay, the meaning is that there is no duplicate value in the entire data set. Then you can come to here. We have the correlation matrix. All of you have studied about the correlation. This will show the relation between the two variables. Okay, so here what we are doing, correlation for the to check the correlation between the two variables. Okay, uh, the values must be numerical values. So in the label you can see we are using here one function which is drop. We are using here drop function. Why we are using? We want to remove the non-numerical value, non-numerical column label. Okay, the label contains only the name of the crop. So this will not be correlated with any numerical value. We have to drop this column. Then after we will use the here correlation function. So see, this is the correlation function which is built in Python. Just we will use directly. Okay, but the thing is at this place, what is the meaning of correlation? This is the important thing. Okay, so as well, you have the mathematical formulas are there. There are some like statistical methods are there. What are the meaning? Meaning means if you have the clear concept about the definition of the function which you want to use at the place, then this makes some sense. Otherwise, you are not able to understand what we are doing. Okay, so just you will import the formula from the Python itself. We have to use. So only the definition and the concept is very important to use computing tool. Okay. So here this will print the correlation matrix, and then after we are using the two more libraries, Seaborn and matplotlib.pyplot SPLT. So these two libraries are useful to visualize our data set to plot the graph. Okay, so we are using the heat map, and then after you can see these statement which you can see at this place will plot the graph, and libraries which we import at this place we are using here. Okay, so I am not explaining more detail about the Python, since if I will do, it will take more time. Just I want to demonstrate to what type of the knowledge you need for this type of the recommendation model, machine learning, and robotics. Just the understanding of the mathematics which are required, and there is some specific areas, only those areas we need to study, and the areas which are required for robotics and uh, AI models are quite simple. We can easily, everyone who want to use and don't have any background of the mathematics, we can study. We can learn these basic foundation of the mathematics which are required for AI and robotics. Okay. So when I will press here shift and enter. Okay. So here you can see this is the correlation matrix. This is the correlation matrix. Okay, so you know the correlation values lies between -1 to 1. Okay, so all the values will be -1 to 1. Okay, minus the values which are lies in left side -1 to 0. These are the negative correlation. 0 means no correlation. If the values are greater than 0 to 1, these are the positive correlation. Okay, so then they are again segregated into the highly correlated, perfect correlated, low correlated, no correlation, then negative and positive. Okay, so according to these values, we can, you can see this value is 1, this value is 1, this value is 1. These are the diagonal element. Okay, these are the diagonal element, and diagonal elements are correlated with itself, just like you can see the first one. So this is the correlation n with n. Okay, that's why here is 1, and this value p with p, this value k with k. That's why these diagonal element are each are 1. So the other values, some are negative, some are positive. So according to that, we can compare the values whether this correlation is positive or negative. You can see p and this value. So this value is minus 0.231460. So this show that the negative correlation between p and n. Okay, there is some relation, but this is the negative correlation, negative relation. Okay, and here you can see the positive, this value is positive. Okay, so by using in this way we can easily study the correlations, and we can check all the variables, which variable is highly correlated with the other variable, and all these correlations are always pairwise. And here you can see we have the feature correlation matrix. Okay, and the crop label we have exclude. So this is the same thing which we have presented here at this place, but this is the heat map. You can see this is the heat map, and all the diagonal element are 1. All the diagonal element you can see each are equal to 1. Okay, so here at the bottom you can see the same parameters: n, p, k, temperature, humidity, pH, rainfall, and similarly on the left side you can see the same parameters are there. Okay, and you can see on the right hand side the minimum negative value we have is about minus 0.2. Okay, usually the values lies between -1 to 1, but here the inside the correlation matrix the minimum value is about minus 0.2, and the maximum value is, you can see, 1. Okay, so at the place 1 we have the dark red color, and at the below you can see we have is blue color. Okay, so this is the range, and according to this range we can easily check that which value is have the more correlated. And you can see here the lightest color, like this one, which is okay. Dear participant, please don't use. Okay, sorry, dear participant, some of the bad elements has joined this workshop. Since if we organize this type of the workshop, which is free available, and this is the first time some bad elements has joined this workshop to promote their own platform. Okay, and this can happen only when, in that case, they don't
सर
have nothing.
टकला अच्छा चमक रहा है सर
Yeah.
सर आपका टकला अच्छा चमक रहा है
Any question?
सर आपके चश्मे पे कम करने का मन कर रहा है सर
What are you saying? Who is Rakesh? Okay, thank you. So yes, I understand when they started to drop a message. Okay, sorry for the interruption. Some as I told you that these are the some bad element. Okay, and I know that they are attending some other places. So I am Dr. Meherchand, founder and president of the Mathematics Thinking Foundation. We are working since 2020. Okay, and the we have organized various type of the programs, and this is the first time that we started for the student, and most of the participant, most of the uh, audience which are connected with us are from faculty members, researchers, scientists are there. Okay, but for this workshop, only the students has joined. Okay, so I am not worried about if anyone has joined stupid person. Okay, and they want to spoil this platform. I'm not worried. The peoples which are connected with us are very nice, and all the peoples who are present here understand what they are doing. Okay, so this can do only those people who are stupid. Don't worry about the same. Okay, so thank you, and I would like to continue. Yes, so this is the correlation matrix, and you can see on the right hand side the values are there. Okay, so this is the same information as you can see in the correlation matrix, and here we have very interesting function here, describe. Okay, so this is the again inbuilt function, and when you will use this function, uh, and when you will enter, this will return the information about the each variable, and which you can see here, mean, STD means standard deviation, minimum value, first quartile, second quartile. Okay, and then we have the third quartile and maximum value for each parameter. So N, P, K, temperature, humidity, then pH value and rainfall you can see. So corresponding to each parameters, we have these values which can be written by using only the simple function which is describe. Okay, by using describe, we have the entire information about the data set, and from this place we can easily study, and we have the some descriptive information about the entire data set. Okay, so this type of the methods are there inside the libraries which we are using for the to develop the intelligent technique. Okay, so the main thing is we need not required here to write any formula. Okay, just we should have the information, we should have the understanding what are the meaning and what is the sense of these returning the values. Okay, just like mean, standard deviation, minimum value, first quartile, second quartile, third quartile, and maximum value. Okay, so this information will make some sense about the data set. And then if you want to check the unique values, and here you can see that by using the unique function, this will return the unique values. How many unique values of the crop are there inside our data set? Okay, so these are the total 22 crop name are there. These are the unique value. If you want to check the shape of the entire data set, there is a shape function. Okay, so there are 2200 rows and 8 columns are there in our data set. By using the shape function, we can have the size of the entire data set. Okay, then after we have some steps to prepare the data set for the machine learning, and here we need two variable. One is x variable and other is y variable. Okay, y variable is the label which is the target crop. Okay, and here in the side x we have the features. So when you will use the feature, only the label we have to drop. Okay, so we need only the features which are the numerical values are required. Okay, so these are the two variables. So on the basis of these numerical value, we can have the y label, and then we can use the encoder targeted label if needed, and shift and enter, here. Then we have the next level. Here by using these, we can split the data x10, x test, y train, y test. Okay, so the entire data we have to divide into the two part. We will train the model, then we will test. Okay, for x as well as for y. So this is the way, and this is the inbuilt function train underscore test split. And here are the x y encoded. Test size we are taking here. Test size is 20%, which is 0.2. Okay, and the other part we are taking 80% for the training and 20% for testing. Okay, and here you can see, first we have to split the data into part, then we will train the model. Okay, here we will train the model, then after the training, then we have the evaluate the model. Okay, so here we will check the accuracy, shift and enter. Then you can see here the accuracy about the model. Okay, so you can see the F1 score and precision, sport, etc. And you can see here the 0.99, 0.99. Okay, so this is the accuracy, 0.99. So about 100% we have the accuracy, not exact. Okay, so we can also improve this accuracy by using some more technique. Then we have the prediction model. You can see here is the crop prediction model. So we have to write the function. This is the definition, predict underscore crop and input value. Okay, so the input values, we need these values. On the basis of these values, we can predict the crop. N, P, K, temperature, humidity, pH, rainfall. These are the parameters, and these are the input values. When we will give these input values, then this will predict the crop name. Okay, so here pd dot data frame, we have the input data and x dot column, then model dot predict, and this will return the value. So this is the function which we use here to print the value, and here we will give the input. So here we are using one example. This is the sample data, and there are 7 parameters which are required, values corresponding to these 7 parameters. So these are NPK. Then we have the other values. You can see all the in the form of the float values are there. So this, when we will use this data set for the sample purpose, so then what we do, we will call the function predict underscore crop. So the function which we write at the place, okay, this one we are using to predict the value. Here you can see, and then print the value. So when you will execute this shell, the recommended crop is pigeon peas. Okay, so when you have these parameters in your data set, the values which are based on the rainfall, pH values, humidity, temperature, K, P, N. Okay, so these are the parameters, and according to the values of these parameters, the crop will be predicted. Okay, so these steps are involved here, and the main thing is that what you need, the most important thing is that the libraries which are required, which are the techniques, which are the models are there. So many things inside to develop the recommendation and the prediction model, which will take some time to understand everything. Okay, so this is the just the demonstration uh, how much mathematics is required for the intelligent technique or the recommendation model or the prediction model. Okay, which are highly useful for any kind of model we can develop on the basis of the data set, and these are the steps. So many things will remain same, but the models which are based on the machine learning, okay, or optimization techniques are there. We can optimize our solution by using the optimization techniques, but here we are not using any kind of the optimization technique, just we are using the model to develop this recommendation. Okay, so these are the some basic example how we can use our statistical information and mathematical information. Okay, so if you have now any question and you want to ask, this is the some example which I try to share with you how mathematics can play important role to develop intelligent techniques. Okay, and we can use in this way. So now if you have any question, please don't hesitate. You can unmute your mic. You can ask any question. This is from me side. Yes, please. Anyone have any question? Yeah. Uh, K for Sheikh, actually, there is no such problem. Anyone can join. But the thing is that what is the objective to join this type of the sessions? Okay, which we provide freely time to time. Okay, so uh, some bad element are there in this session and want to disturb and spoil the session, which was going very smoothly. Uh, but the thing is that why we are joining this type of the sessions, and first time this happened, and I don't think that this type of the bad element to spoil the session can be there. But from his side, uh, yes, I have logged the meeting, but now the session is about almost the content which I prepared for the session. Okay, I presented the how the mathematics can be useful. Okay, and which type of the mathematics are required. Okay, so how mathematics can play and why mathematics is essential for robotics as well as for the to develop any intelligent machine uh, or machine learning model. Okay, so what is the discrete mathematics? Discrete mathematics include some several topic like probability, logic operators, Boolean algebra. This is the foundation mathematics for computer. Okay, this will help to understand, to write the code, to develop the logic concept. Okay, so the discrete mathematics is very quite simple, and basic books for the discrete mathematics are available in the market. Okay, mainly this subject are very useful for those who are studying uh, computer science, BCA, MCA, or BTech in computer science. Okay, those people are using this type of the subject. But very essential when you want to develop this type of the technique, which we want to discuss here, AI and robotics. So the areas like calculus, probability and statistics, and matrix algebra, okay, and discrete mathematics. So these mathematics are required for these intelligent techniques and the models. And if you need any help regarding this subject, we can help you. Okay, so if you want, are you able to unmute your mic? I think anyone can unmute your mic. If you have any question, by unmute your mic, you can ask from me. Yes, anyone can unmute your mic. Kef Sheikh, from where you are? Yeah, my thought regarding PhD in AI ML is very nice since there are several models are going to develop and highly many people are working in this area. AI and ML, we have there are so many problems in health science. Environment problems are there. There are so many problems which are related to agriculture in India. India is a huge country, and as soon as you have the large population, we have the large problems are there, and we can sort out the problems by using this technique. We can provide the solutions. We can develop some like intelligent techniques, models, apps to help the people to find out the solutions. Okay, large data set is there. So there are so many problems, and you can easily choose PhD in AI and ML. Okay, very nice area. About Salmanization. Okay, I don't know about this part in AI. Okay, but if you need the information, I can collect the information, then I can share with you. Any more question, please? Please don't hesitate. You can unmute your mic. I can. All the peoples are in the WhatsApp group. Okay, so I will share the information regarding this in the WhatsApp group as soon as possible. Today also, I can share the information today. Okay, all the people have my WhatsApp number. Okay, you are inside one WhatsApp group. The number is there and all the information I am sharing there. So you can chat on the WhatsApp, and I will provide you all the questions whenever you ask. I will help you. Don't worry. Don't hesitate. Okay. So the foundation is working for the people who are very enthusiastic in STEM profession, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Okay. We are working since 2020. The foundation is established on August 4, 2020, and since then, we are connected with more than 45 countries. You can visit our website. Okay, I will share the link of the website. I also shared the link in the WhatsApp group. Okay, there is one question. Sir, if someone is from a pure math background, what skill or course should one do if they want to opt to the career? Yeah, this is Navya Negi, a very interesting question. Actually, the thing is that who are studying mathematics, they have many skills. Actually, they need to add only one skill, that is computing. Okay, so when any student choose the mathematics as a career, the problem is that they have a deep understanding, they have a more understanding about all the subject which they are studying during their UG and PG courses. Okay, but the problem is that they don't use any software like Python or MATLAB, Mathematica. So if you will use one software, okay, you can choose MATLAB, you can choose Python, but I will recommend you to choose the Python. Okay, and it's again quite easy. We are providing one course which is free available. Actually, VS Code is only the environment. Okay, VS Code is environment. This is the not the Python. By using the VS Code, you can use Python. You can use R programming. You can do other programmings by using the VS Code. This is the only the environment. Okay, Python is programming. Okay, so the thing is that if you are using the VS Code, you have to install VS Code as well as you have to install the Python and its libraries. Okay, see, I will explain. You have many questions. See my desktop. I am sharing, and this will help you. Just 1 minute. Give me 1 minute. So you see, this is the Anaconda navigator. Okay. So inside Anaconda navigator, you can see there are many apps are there. See, this is the Jupyter notebook. I am using the Jupyter notebook. This is the Orange 3. Okay, this is also very helpful software. Component based data mining framework, data visualization, data analysis for novice and expert. Anyone who is not expert in programming, they can use this Orange 3. Okay. Jupyter notebook is completely based on the Python, and we have to import the libraries as you saw, and the same you can use in VS Code also. Okay, and this is the Jupyter Lab. Then you can see this is the PyCharm. Okay, so from this place you can install and you can use the PyCharm. Why you want to use PyCharm? Actually, the thing is that there are many type of the environments are there, but depend upon which type of the problems we are working. And see, the only Python ID you need built for data and AI ML professionals. So this PyCharm is helpful who are working on data and AI ML professionals, and supercharged with the AI enhanced ID experience, free forever plus 1 month of pro included. Okay, and here is also the Anaconda AI navigator. And when you will scroll down, you can see here is Qt console. We can use this Qt console, PyQt GUI that support inline figure, proper multi-line editing and syntax highlighting, graphical, okay, and more. Then you there are many, just like you can see Spider. Spider is there. VS Code is there. So just when you will install the Anaconda, many things, many environments which are required are inside here. But you if you are beginner, this will make some time to understand everything about the Anaconda navigator. And by using the Anaconda navigator, you can have all type of the you can say the environments which will help you to understand, to write all type of the programmings. Okay, you can use the VS Code separately by installing in your system, but you can use from this place also. Okay, and you can have more softwares are there, Oracle, PyScript, then you can see the Python Anywhere, Anaconda prompt. Okay, you can have glue with many things are there. This is the R Studio. Okay, and by using the R Studio, you can use the R also. So now when if I will let you know one more thing which is very quite simple, that is the Google Colab. Okay, you need not required any software to start your Python by using the Google Colab, which is very helpful. Which is very helpful. Actually, the thing is that I can share with you some information which are very useful. But the thing is that we are not cover any Python topic since we have very less time. What I can teach you during the 2 hour. So why the mathematics is required for AI and robotics, and what are the softwares we can talk about the softwares, how you can easily integrate Python without having any knowledge. Okay, Colab, by using the Google Colab, you need not required to install any software in your system, and with the help of Colab, you can many things like machine learning models you can use for the data analytic, and you can develop some type of the prototype, and many things you can do with the help of Google Colab. What you will do, just you will search in Google Colab, okay, and then enter. You need to click at the space, okay, and then yes, you will choose the new notebook. Very simple. This is a very simple environment, and very simple to integrate, very simple to learn Python by using Colab. Okay, so here you can see this is the again uh, notebook, and this notebook is also based on the Jupyter notebook. Jupyter, okay. So the syntax which you are using in Jupyter notebook, the same is available here, and you can see from this place uh, the extension IPYNB. This is the extension for Jupyter notebook. Okay, so here this collab is completely based on the Jupyter. So the file which you will create at this place you can use in the Jupyter, and the Jupyter notebook you can use at this place, vice versa. You can rename from this place. Okay, first file. You can give the new name first file. Okay, and you can write your any content. Here is the text. You can type your text. You can give any title at this place. You can put the title like workshop on why mathematics for AI and robotics. Okay, so the same thing you can see on the right hand side, and if you want to make bold you can do bold, you can see, and if you want to increase the font size you can increase the font size also. Just you have to use at space hash, then shift and enter. Okay, you can do in upward or downward. So the same thing we can do in the Jupyter, and same is at space. And if you want to write the code, you can write the code at space. A is equal to 9, then B is equal to 8, C is equal to we have 4, and D is equal to I have A plus B plus C. Okay, then print D. Okay, so in this way you can use, and when you will execute, so you can see that these three dots are in orange color. When it will be connected for the, yes, now it is in green, and connected for the cloud computing, and you can see the value is there. So the as type of the command you can easily write at the place, and also there are some AI generator is also there. Sometimes if you need some help from the AI, so suppose that you want to plot some function, but how we don't know. Just you will click at a place. Okay, sorry. Yes, suppose you want to plot something. Okay, so plot sine function. Okay, if you want to plot the sine function, just you can put this statement, and this will return some okay. Okay, I will check it. So here you can see we have the prompt. Okay, how you can plot the sine function. So from this place you can easily plot the graph. So this is the prompt. So these libraries are required, and this is the line space for the x variable. This is the y function. Okay, and the line space have the interval from 0 to 2 pi. 0 to 2 pi. Okay, this is the syntax, and 100 points are there. So 100 point will be generated by using this line space, and y function will compute to all the values corresponding to the x values, and these are the statement which are used to plot the graph. Okay, plt.plot x comma y, then x label, y label, title, etc. And when you will execute this shell, this will print the graph. See, this is the graph. Okay, so many things this collab help us to learn, and if you have any question, any problem, and any doubt, you can easily ask from this collab, and this will help you to write your code, and from getting the help you can use it. Okay, in the chat box there are some question. Yes. PyCharm is only for the Python. Okay. Yeah, Rapid is there, but actually the thing is that most of the participants who are very beginner and easily only the Gmail account is required. Okay, many times the problem is that some of the participant or which we observe in the beginning, they don't have the knowledge about how to install the software, how we can use. So for the beginners who don't have any kind of the knowledge about the software, they can easily use this collab. Okay, and they can start. uh, Replit is best, and PyCharm is only for Python. Yes. No, actually the thing is that only the information, only. Okay, 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 okay. So the thing is that if any new one, the problem is that any new one who want to start to use some computing tool. Okay, computing is very, very important for to develop the new things, and you can see the quantum computing which will replace the existing computers, and many work is there in the development, and many libraries are developing for the quantum computing. So the thing is that Python, any language will not kill the job. Okay, if you want, you are going to learn some language. Okay, and anyone who start from one place, if any one beginner who don't have any background to learn any language, so we have to choose one language, either it is a C or C++, then a Python or other language. Okay, but the common thing is that logic will always be same. Okay, logic are very important. Okay, so once the logic and the concept to write the programming is very clear, then you can easily switch to the other language. And the other thing, just like you can see the MATLAB and Python, many things are very similar. Right now, I am using MATLAB, Mathematica, R, Python, Octave, Scilab. Okay, many softwares I am using, and I have teach all these software to the people who are working in research. Okay, many faculty members are joined. So the thing is that every programming has its own importance and will remain. Okay, so don't think that the Python will in the coming days will rust or will be kill the job. Python don't have the scope. These are very silly questions. Okay, don't think so. So every language has its own importance and will remain. Or many developments are going there. Many modules are going to develop in the Python, which are solving very problems, and very highly modules are going to develop for the quantum computing. And quantum computing will take up to 5 or 6 more years to replace the existing operating system. Okay, so by using the collab, anyone who don't have any information about the programming, they can start. If the actually the peoples who have the sound knowledge about C or C++, they can use the other environments and there is no problem. But the thing is that the syntax and the purpose of to use will remain same. Okay, we can solve the one problem by using the other softwares. You can use the MATLAB for the data science. You can use MATLAB for the robotics. You can use Python. So depend upon what software you want to use and what facility you have, and which software is more suitable and friendly for you. So according to that, we can have multiple choices in the modern era, and multiple softwares are there. So there is no such problem. So many for the Python, there are so many environments are there. So once you have to start how the Python libraries and Python are working. So I think who don't use any software in the beginning, they can easily start through the Google Colab or by using the Anaconda. Okay, so Google Colab is very simple, and there may be some or other environment by using the same we can start. Okay, so actually the thing is that someone participant is saying that no scope in Python because AI will eat your job. AI will not eat my job. I am confident. I am mathematician. I know. Okay, AI will eat the job for those who are not using the AI, who are not familiar about the AI. Okay, so these are the very silly things. AI will AI is AI are the helping tools. Okay, just like you see that the ChatGPT we are using, but depend upon how we are using and how we are expert. Okay, so the thing is that we have to. Okay, so the content will be available on the YouTube, and you will get from that place the recordings and the other sessions which we have organized. So dear participant, these are the I get my degree from the Punjab University Chandigarh. Okay, one participant is asking where you get the degree, and if you want to know, sometimes you have the some doubts. Okay, uh, just 1 minute. Meher Chand citation. This is my Google Scholar link. Okay, from this place you can get some more information about me. This is my research gate. Okay. Then we will be jobless. Actually, the thing is that if you don't have, there are many people in India who are jobless. The thing is that they have the degree but don't have the skill. If you don't have the skill, you will be jobless. You have to develop skills, only then you can have job. Okay, so don't think that AI will kill the job. Okay, so you have to develop the skills according to the challenges in the present era and what type of the challenges are there. Okay, so don't think that these will kill the job. And this is the my LinkedIn profile. So I have shared at this place three links are there. One is the ResearchGate as a research scholar. Then ResearchGate is there. Then we have the I have the LinkedIn profile. So all the information you can easily get from these links. Okay. And now if you want to get the you can easily go to the YouTube channel. I have two. One is my personal. Okay, one is my personal. I am sharing the link with you. So this is the my personal channel. Okay, but here the lectures are available only by using the MATLAB. Okay, so how can I generate the certificate? I will share the feedback form in the WhatsApp group. Okay, you will submit your feedback there. Don't worry. The certificate will be available by tomorrow, and the feedback form will be available after the session in the WhatsApp group. Okay, so dear participant, this is all about me and the information by academic profiles I have shared with you, along with the, if you want to see the, if you want to some more information, I will share all the information in the WhatsApp group, and personally you will get everything. Yes. If why did you choose the professor? Actually, when I started my career, I was not familiar about the data science. Okay, I am passed out during 2001. I have done my MSc in mathematics, and then after I started my PhD. Okay, and in 2016, after some time of the interval, I started my PhD in 2010 and got my degree in 15. Okay, and after that, I start to work on the AI and ML, data science, data analytic. Okay, so and I established this foundation during 2020. So that's why I choose my career as a professor. But now I am working not only in mathematics but also in AI, data science, data analytic, machine learning models, okay, prediction models, and we have a very large group of the professors who are working in this direction. And computing is my core part. I'm using multiple softwares like MATLAB, Mathematica, Maple, R, Python, Octave, Scilab. So all these softwares I am using to help the people, and many scientists, professors from not only from all over India, but from the different countries also connected with this foundation, Mathtech Thinking Foundation. You can search in Google, and our website is mttfhub.com. Okay, so in the coming no, right now I am not in a company, but the papers who are working in the company are with us. Okay, I am right now also the professor. We are teaching this subject. Okay, and the peoples from different universities, institutes who are working on AI, ML, DL, data science. Okay, are working with us, and many programs related to AI and machine learning. We have organized workshop training programs with the institutes, NITs, central universities, and right now we are going to start one more program which will start on 16th July with the Central University of Punjab. Okay, and Baba Farid group of institution. These are collaborated with the Mathematics Foundation. Actually, we are working jointly. Okay, so MTTF is established under the Ministry of Corporate Affairs, Government of India as a Section 8 company. Okay, so the main purpose, we are not doing the business. We are helping the people. We are teaching the people. There are so many courses which are highly paid, about 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 1.5 lakh, and the same thing we are teaching at this platform, and we have created the course. The cost will be about 1,000, 2,000, 500, 200, 250, and so on. Actually, how we can help in the people? There are so many people who are not able to pay highly paid courses. Okay, so this is the Section 8 company. The meaning is that not for the profit. We are not working for the profit, but for the helping the people. Okay, so this is all about the information about the foundation. And still, if you have any question, you can contact us anytime. We are here to help you. Thank you, and to listen me, and contact us. Thank you, dear participant. The link for the feedback will be available in the WhatsApp group after some time. Okay. Good night and stay connected. God bless you, and thank you to attend the session.